What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So as you guys saw and going to see in the video, I am dealing with the heater hoses. In this video I'm a little bit everywhere. I talk a little bit about the power steering, a little update that I did to the power steering, hooking it up, mounting it. I talk a little bit about the fuel pressure regulator. But mainly I talk a little bit about, and I focus a little bit more about the heater hoses and what routing I did, and how I am installing it. Obviously is really very different from the EG. I wanted to be a little bit different, not the same one. I wanted to correct my mistakes from the EG. So further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so off camera I went ahead and took the charcoal canister out. I am trying to mock up the one that I have from the EG because I believe it's the same style as the DC2 94 to 98 or 97, I believe. But yeah, I took that all out. I just been working behind scenes on taking the heater hoses lines. It was a pain in the butt because it was hard to reach and they were so seized up in there. Also, the heater core are so fragile that essentially I twist and bend all that, and I had to literally put it back and working orders, so you guys can see. But yeah, I didn't record none of that. I was off camera, so I apologize. But yeah, I am mocking up the heater hose lines for right now. I did run some water through the heater cores too to clean it out. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, and then so we got the heater hose right here, as you can see. Then we got these adapter right here. I'll show this. I pretty much got from my keytune setup a long time ago, so we got it right there, and I'm gonna show you guys how it's gonna turn out. So I believe we have it now. I did some slight cutting and bending, well, not bending but cutting, as you guys can see right there. And then this right here is a lot thicker on this side of the coolant lines, and we do have this slight kink here, but it's nothing that's going to restrict. So yeah, if it wasn't for this adapter right here, I think I would have been shooting blanks. So but yeah, so that's already completed, so I'm gonna see about doing the other side. Alright, so I am going to delayed the heater hose, one of the heater hoses, because I'm going to do a little bit more research to see how I can mock it so it's not that close to the headers. As you guys can see, super close. I am in the process right now of installing this budget fuel pressure regulator. I had to improvise a little bit. As you guys can see, the bracket is super tight. It won't let me, because this, at least you can see, look at the tolerance right there. I can't fit a bolt through there. It's ridiculous. So what I ended up doing is, since it has in the middle, one of the holes, I just enlarged it to put a 10 mil, and then I am using only one side of it. I just put this side here so I won't lose it, and then I am slowly squeezing my 10 millimeter wrench in there so I can tighten it up, and hopefully it can just sit like this for the time being. Hopefully it should hold. I have almost the same setup as the EG, and has not moved. But yeah, so hopefully it should stay like this. But here's the pressure regulator for you guys. Sorry for the glare right there. If you guys are a little bit curious of how it looks, I don't know how this is gonna perform as a super budget one, so we'll see. I also ended up taking the engine harness out because I have to extend some of the wires. So nonetheless, not a lot of progression today. It is super hot, and I am slowly shipping at it. I'm not sure I'm putting this EPS yet because I don't know if I'm going to stay with this throttle body, if I can figure out the whole purge and evap evaporator, charcoal canister, setup, and the evap. And I did manage to get one of my heater hoses, you guys saw a little bit, thanks to that adapter that I had saved from a while back ago. Now I just have to get this clamp over here. But other than that, I like how it came out, so I got one done at least. So progress update here, as you guys can see off camera. I got the fuel lines hooked up. Make sure to check out that video on how I did that. But besides that, we have it mocked up. all the way down there. I'm trying to get it to look some stockish as possible, but believe it or not, a lot of this stuff is compatible, or I made it compatible. So we got one of the heater lines already kind of like mocked up, as you guys can see right there. I'm not too worried about getting a little tight or something in here, because this is really tight in there, so I'm not really that bugging about it. I do have to find a way to route this one to here, so that way I can activate and engage the panel switch inside for the climate control. And as you guys can see, I am redoing, you have it right over there, draining right there. I have draining, and then I put an arrow, boom, draining. That's the power steering line. I think I might be able to use a lot of those hard lines instead of just extending hoses, because it's already tugged and out of the way, and it'll help me a lot. I've never seen anybody done it, but I'm going to see if I can do that. And then I'll have my power steering line here and essentially run a long hose back to the power steering pump. Sorry, just clean something out there. But yeah, a lot of progress off camera. Sorry for not recording. Something else I wanted to share with you guys on the O2. This is an O2 base RSX power steering line. The brackets that it comes with, not the one that usually hooks up here, but I managed to use one of the ones that it has, and then I bolted it right there, as you guys can see. So it looks pretty stock to me. I did some persuasion bending, as you guys can see, make sure not to break it. And then I got the switch right there as well. And then I managed to reuse this bracket, because it came with two, onto the already existing one here for the brake lines. You guys can see it is put, essentially it was kind of like touching right here. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here, but yeah, I was touching that and got it to work. So tired, so beat up. It's just these little tedious things that we overlook on a lot of builds, but we have to do. And I didn't have none of that with the EG, but with the Integra I do have, and it's a pain in the butt. I'm also looking at the charcoal canister, because I like the one that the LS brings. Obviously it will require for me to get a different throttle body, because this one's not compatible. That's why I haven't put the TPS yet. But I was looking into possibly mocking it here. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but if I could put the charcoal canister there and then extend all the hoses, or any required hoses, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be running the charcoal canister or the purge or any of that stuff yet. A lot of brain thinking here, a lot of research that I have to do to make sure that I am doing it correctly. So of course, I have to try them out, so nothing's set in stone yet. Nothing is permanent or final. So you guys can see little mock-up right there of what it could potentially look like. I have to make sure it works, but my climate control is not in there at the moment. And then obviously I will put a zip tie in there to hold it up. I know it looks ghetto, but hey, it works. Hopefully it does work. I'm just mocking it up for right now, so you guys can see it's not too bad, and it's not as close to the headers as it was before. Now that's just like my other option for the charcoal canister. If I can't figure out, I do not have bracket, unfortunately. That's kind of what sucks. I wish that the other one could clear the headers. I'm not too sure yet. I might have to try it out before I knock it, but yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted. Right, so that's gonna wrap up the heater hoses. This is what I have so far mocked up. I'm not saying it's permanently, but this is what I am going to roll with right now. As you guys can see, we got the zip tied in there. Went ahead and clamped it up all the way. Yep, so that's going to wrap it up. The heater hoses are done. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. It's going to conclude the video regarding the heater hoses, root pressure regulator, the update on the power steering, and the other miscellaneous stuff that I managed to record. I'm sorry it wasn't detail, or I skipped a lot of parts, but I'm just trying to just document and put what's important. Heater hose is not complicated. It's optional. Obviously I want to run them, but it's just showing you a little bit about what you have to do and what I did. But yeah, further ado, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Integra budget content.